Hi, everyone. I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie,
And
wearing a hat.
If you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell.
We're also on Instagram at TWiN, and you can also find us on X.
I'm wearing a hat today because I have been crying nonstop for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I am not in the mood to show anyone my eyes. No, I'm kidding. I mean, that's kind of the truth. I don't
Losing
like my
a
face.
pet. Yeah, losing a pet is hard.
Grief sucks, guys. But I
Yeah.
just want to thank everybody before we start the show. All the comments, all the love, all the support that has been going my way since losing Luna. I appreciate you guys. I'm reading every comment, and it really means a lot to me. So thank you. Thanks. And my hat thanks you.
Yeah. So we have to get to the story of Harry sneaking into the UK, and luckily he did not get murdered. Acid did not get thrown in his face. It was amazing. He was able to go in and out without anybody knowing. I want to give a shout out to Brittany at Royal News Network. She actually broke this story before anybody knew. She said that she had a source. Harry was spotted at LAX. He had been telling you guys this on the show for years. And when I say years, like a year and a half. But we have been saying that celebrities do not get papped unless they want to get papped. All those pictures you see of Meghan and Harry on runways going into planes, that is all planned. It is impossible for paparazzi to take those pictures unless they are tipped off. They have a deal with either the person or the agency. That's just a fact, okay, guys? It happens all the time with celebrities. Celebrities go in and out of LAX all the time. Nobody's there papping them, okay? It just doesn't happen.
I mean, especially after 9/11, you can't. It's Fort Knox. You can't just hang out at Ivers in Seattle.
Yeah, or or when they like come out of baggage claim and they got like the Kardashians are always like Khloe's like coming home from Cleveland. She called those people. They're not just hanging out at arrivals. Security would move them so freaking fast. Like my dad, when he picks me up at the airport, if he sits there longer than 5 minutes, he's got to go around the bend.
Go around the bend over and over again.
Okay. Harry goes to the UK to his uncle's funeral. Actually, it wasn't a funeral. Americans are saying funeral. It was the memorial service. Right. I guess there was a funeral and this was the memorial service. As always, we like to read the People magazine article because that is the voice of Meghan and Meghan's people. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, and this came out after it was leaked that he was there. So this is why we're going to get to why I think Meghan did not really know that this happened. And that's the reason it wasn't leaked at first that he was even going. Prince Harry and Prince William avoid each other at uncle's funeral in surprise joint appearance report. Prince Harry and Prince William both attended their uncle Lord Robert Fellowes' memorial service amid their ongoing rift. The Duke of Sussex, 39, traveled to the UK to attend the service, People confirms. According to The Sun, the Prince of Wales, 42, also was at the event held at St. Mary's Church in Norfolk for the memorial service honoring the brother-in-law of the princess's late mother, Princess Diana, who died on July 29th of undisclosed causes at age 82. People previously understood that the Duke of Sussex was not attending his uncle's funeral amid his security issues in the UK. He's basically had this 3-year court case with the Home Office saying that he needs protection.
3-year cry fest.
Yeah.
from Harry.
Yeah. That he does not feel safe when he goes to the UK. However, the brothers reportedly avoided one another. Duh. A family friend said they were very happy to confirm both princes were there, per The Sun. They reportedly both sat back but did not sit near one another. A separate source told The Sun they didn't know Harry and William were there until they saw the princesses after the service, adding they arrived very discreetly. Yes, it is possible for people to walk in and out of somewhere without getting noticed. It is possible, guys. William and Harry were both there, but we never saw them speak to each other, and they were keeping their distance, another attendee added, according to The Sun. Sources previously told people that Harry's attempt to connect with his brother through text calls and messages are ignored. The rift with Prince William is very bad, said the royal insider, but it's not irreparable. This is why this is Meghan talking to this people. It is. It's done with William. It may be fixable down the line with King Charles, maybe.
It will be.
But as far as Prince William goes,
right.
Unless he cuts all ties with Meghan, goes through some, and this is allegedly, goes through some sort of reprogramming,
decultivizing,
thing.
He's Fredo.
There is absolutely no way that Prince William will mend this relationship. Do you understand? He cannot be trusted, okay? He cannot. I would not trust Harry in my house. I would be following him around, making sure that he wasn't taking pictures of my bathroom. It's been widely recorded that the discord between Prince Harry and Prince William began in 2016 after William expressed concerns about how quickly Harry was moving in his relationship with Meghan Markle. This is why, people, we know who is putting the words down on this copy right now, okay?
We see you, Meghan.
Yeah, Harry and Meghan announced their step back from the royal roles, blah, blah, blah. The last time the brothers publicly reunited was in May 2023 at their father, King Charles's coronation. However, the brothers reportedly did not interact with one another there either. Most recently, Prince Harry and King Charles were said to have had a positive meeting in February. That is so not true. He was agitated. He was upset. He was trying to get on that helicopter because he was on his way. Was he going to Highgrove?
I think
or
Harry
Balmoral?
was a little late. And also, listen, he just got diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah.
Yikes.
However, communication since then has reportedly deteriorated. Yeah, see, because you can say, Meghan, that they did have an interaction because Harry was physically shown going to Clarence's house. But now you can't say for certain that they talk because they haven't. Harry's close friends previously said that King Charles is no longer taking his calls. Good.
Well, I think the stress listen, doctors are going to tell you you cannot be stressed out right now.
Yeah. At the same time, Harry is said to have concerns over the safety of Meghan and their children. I'm not going to say their names. And according to sources, has repeatedly asked his father for help. Oh my God. Asked his father for help. For what? For what?
Well, money.
For what?
Money.
What does he want help with?
Money.
You live in crime-ridden California. What do you need help with?
Crime-ridden.
You just came back from Colombia. Oh my God. Okay, so that's the People magazine article. So obviously it was a bunch of Meghan fluff, but if you look at the date, it was the day after the story broke. Then I went on Twitter and I read Taz's tweet and she opened my eyes, and this is where I get I am so with her on this. So let's read what Taz wrote because she is sort of on the money on this one. Okay, I gotta say
she's a Kreskin.
I'm telling you,
knows
it really opened my, because I was trying to articulate it, but I really couldn't. And then Taz writes these 3 paragraphs, and I'm like, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah. My thoughts on Harry's secret trip to the UK. I know many don't believe that Harry went to his uncle's funeral because there are no photos, but I believe this is because it was tightly controlled. I do believe he went, and also Prince William blanked him. The fact that detail was leaked adds truth to the story for me, Nasty William. As for Lord Fellow's funeral, it was held at Needham Church. It would be very easy to cut off the roads for privacy because of its location. As reported by Royal News Network, Harry was spotted at LAX a few days ago. Again, no photographs were released and no news websites covered it, which means they weren't told. Exactly, Taz. Exactly. Unless they are told, you are not going to see a photo of Harry going to and fro LAX. You're just not. I personally think that Harry snuck out and didn't tell Meghan of his plans, and that's how he was able to do this. I honestly don't think they live together anymore. I 100% agree. If Meghan knew he was going, she'd have done a car park pap stroll or lunch date with her staff. Sorry, I mean friends. Perhaps this trip will be his light bulb moment if he doesn't tell Meghan or her staff what he's doing. Then he can go about his life without paparazzi knowing his every move. Magic. My gut feeling is that they were prepping to split up, and Harry is now desperately trying to get support back in the UK. Harry didn't come to Prince Philip's memorial, who he did love, but he's gone to his uncle's funeral, who he wasn't close to, and who Diana publicly disliked. This makes sense. Referring to him as one of her dreaded men in gray suits, a terminology that both Meghan and Harry has adopted. Do you guys remember that from the Netflix thing where they were saying men in gray suits? We are the men in black. Find it highly unlikely, given how close Lord Fellows was to Her Majesty, he worked for her, that Harry didn't have an issue with him, especially when it was being blocked from bothering Queen Elizabeth II by couriers. Robert Fellows would have been one of them. Harry, as we know, is incredibly self-absorbed and selfish, so this private trip would only be done if he thought he would get something out of it. Great analysis, Taz. That's why you want to follow her channel. You want to follow her on Twitter X. I'm telling you, that was a great analysis, and it does. It makes sense. Listen, Harry went there to not be seen. Then he came back from LA, and this is my opinion. Stephanie can agree with me or not, but he then went back to LA. She found out he was in the UK, and that's when it was leaked. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I think they're definitely leading separate lives. It's been quite the week with her, especially when that New York Times thing came out, and then they had to retract when she said, "I live in Santa Monica."
Yeah.
Which is a 6-minute drive to Culver City, just to let you know that. Just to everybody,
she's right. No,
it's a 6-minute drive to Culver City, Santa Monica. But all of that, it's sort of like, it's almost like Harry didn't even know about that article coming out, and maybe he was just like, God, I've had enough of this. I'm going to the UK. I want to be with my friends. Yeah. Maybe I'll go to the pub with Chelsea. Like, who knows what his thought process was? But I think with the Us Magazine article also coming out saying that I'm on my own terms, I think it's sort of distancing herself from Harry. And he's not smart enough to get this, but maybe some people in his ear now, his friends from the UK, are going, are you not seeing this?
Yeah.
She's about to break away from you, dude.
Yeah.
She's doing covers without you now. She's doing articles without you now. She's living in Culver City.
He probably didn't even know about Columbia until like the day before they left.
I think stuff like that is obviously planned, but I think these little Us Magazine things and the New York Times and it's like we don't really know where they are. We don't see them together privately.
Yeah.
I think a divorce is coming, and I think he wanted to get the heck out. And we all know that if Meghan knew about this secret trip, it wouldn't be a secret anymore.
We've seen so many pap photos of Harry going in the black Range Rover into the private airline, and we've seen her do that. I mean, like I said, and they've been on trips before where we haven't seen them. And that's because they don't want you to see. It's not that hard to get around LA and not be seen.
And I agree with Taz on this too. If he was going to the funeral and that was all we knew about this, she would have staged a pap walk just like she did on the coronation day. Remember, she was with Marcus. Remember Marcus, and then she was seen driving around LA with her mushroom feet tea.
Yeah,
like all that stuff. It's just she's so calculating that I can't see her not doing that.
And another thing is Sussex Squad is kind of peppering. They're like, well, I thought you guys were like saying that he's irrelevant and they're irrelevant and stuff, but you guys care so much. Yes, we do care that Harry went to the UK.
Yes.
This is a big deal. Do you understand? We genuinely care about what happens to the royal family. So yes, we do care if he goes to his aunt's husband's
Right.
funeral,
But, yeah.
and he sees his brother. We're going to continue to cover that, and
Yeah.
we also are not going to do this Us Magazine BS that we're going to talk about then on another show, but this Us Magazine BS where we're just going to let this go again.
Yeah.
You want us to let this go. You keep pushing us to let it go. Leave them alone, because they keep saying, well, every time they talk about them, they prove they're relevant. It's not that they're relevant. It's that Meghan is not going to get away with this. Do you understand? Get it through your heads. It makes me mad. So yeah, I mean, this is
You think
definitely
a divorce is imminent?
Oh yeah.
Foreshadowing?
Before this story came out, I thought there was a divorce imminent.
I did too.
So.
I saw that Us Magazine when she said, I'm doing my own thing, my own terms. And I just saw it like, oh, it's such a weird, like,
yeah.
And it's all, and I'm not comparing Princess Diana to Meghan at all. I'm saying, but Princess Diana was doing stuff like that, where it's sort of, remember during the divorce where she was sort of leaking stuff out there, saying, I want to be on my own. I want to start doing this. I want to start doing that. Meghan is no Princess Diana. I'm just saying that you can follow that playbook, but Meghan's no Princess Diana.
No, I think Meghan is getting desperate. The American Riviera Orchard bombed. It's bombed because even if she puts it out now, it's been so joked about. It's sort of like so cheap at this point. She's going to need the story of something major like a divorce to be able to launch it. It's not going to launch on itself anymore.
No.
Like I would have just, back when she did the lemon baskets, I would have just done a launch. I would have just done it because that's what you kind of do. Like you just want to publicize yourself over and over again. The problem is she did those weird lemon baskets and then she went away. So we then were able to pick it apart. It's just,
we're getting into Amber Heard territory where she's going to start calling people and we're going to start seeing weird stuff happen. And then she's going to start showing us stuff. It's just, I feel like we're in a Amber mode.
Yeah. She's going to have to make a living.
Oh, she needs to make money.
Yeah.
She does. Or she can marry a billionaire and do a Jackie O move and go Onassis, you know?
See.
I'm just saying a billionaire would probably be into that because she could, and this is allegedly.
Okay.
but not because she's like oh God, she's gorgeous and she's so worldly, but she could maybe provide, people for him on the yachts. I just know that world. Allegedly. I just know that type of world. And it's like, billionaires sort of, I'm not calling her a madam. No. I'm saying, but she knows people. Yeah. And Marcus knows people. And that might be a draw for a billionaire.
Maybe.
So go off somewhere on a yacht.
Yeah.
Just
leave the royal family alone.
Leave the royal family alone.
Yeah. Trust me. You won't be relevant anymore. But we genuinely care about what happens to the royal family.
But see, I think this community though gets confused sometimes. That's why the Sussex Squad comes in on us and goes, well, you guys just don't care. Nancy and I care. Our channel cares. We love the royal family. There are some people in our community that don't like the royal family. You know what I mean?
That's okay.
And that's okay. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But Nancy and I personally care about the royal family.
My boyfriend didn't think he liked the royal family until I told him to like the royal family. Now he loves the royal family.
Blame Canada.
Today's animal rescue is Amster Dog Rescue. I love these guys. They're based out of New York. They are completely volunteer based, which is so important. They're dedicated to the plight of abandoned animals and those at risk in public shelters. All donations received provide necessities for placement such as veterinary care, rehabilitation, training, supplies, transportation. Transportation is so important because not all states are the same. There are high kill shelters, and these are the groups that are pulling these dogs out of the states, the high kill shelters, and then they move them to states like Oregon where there are no kill shelters, and they adopt them out. They're amazing.
And they transport them. Sometimes sometimes there's Medford farms and then they bring them into the city. How do you think those vans get paid for?
Yeah.
We have to support this.
Yeah. It's the small shelters like Amster Dogs. So I'll put their link in the description below. Please go check them out. Share them with friends and family. It really does make a difference.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you tomorrow on our Sunday Live.
Royalty.
And I have a huge announcement. And hopefully I will not be wearing a hat.
Yes.
But again, I want to thank everybody for all your support since Luna has passed away. I can't tell you how happy it makes me just reading your as I'm sobbing. I'm so happy. No, but crying is part of grief, and we all have to get through it. And Nancy's going through a lot too. But I just want to thank everybody for all your well wishes. It really does mean a lot to us.
Yeah, it does.
And again, I have a huge announcement. Huge.
Yeah.
We do.
We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Love you guys. Bye.